Yeah, five elements or five keys to be aware of when you're attacking your opponent. Like, most of you may be asking yourself, hey dude, how the fuck are you doing this tutorial while you're wearing that motherfucking black thing? Listen up, suckers. It's cold season out here, so that's why I'm wearing like this. And I'm not with a partner just because I have a leg injury. I've got a leg injury, I was shooting, so I have an injury. That's why you see most of the times I'm providing tutorials just within these few weeks. I'll be providing tutorials while sitting like this, but I'll be overlapping some of the pictures for you guys to understand. So today I'll be talking about five elements or five keys to always remember and to always keep in your mind, to always grasp when you're fighting or when you're attacking your opponent. You have to always be aware of these four up to five elements and keys to be consistent and to be attentive to. Now, number one is always make sure you maintain and you remember to put the power, the energy, and the concentration on your speed. The number one is speed. When you're attacking your opponent, make sure that your speed is over taking your opponent in one way or another. It's not necessarily to have a speed more than your opponent. No, it doesn't mean that like that. It doesn't mean that you have to be like Bruce Lee or Jet Li somewhere. No, you have to maintain the speed. That the speed. There are trainings of maintaining that speed. How to get the speed? We'll get there. I'll get there to make sure that you guys, of all these elements that I'm explaining to you, you'll be also aware of the workouts that are, suitable for each and every element and key that I'm going to mention right now. So number one is speed. When you're fighting with the opponent, when you threw the punch or the kick or anything that you're throwing to your opponent's body, it has to be accompanied with speed. Be it a punch, be it a fist, be it a kick, or anything. It won't be successful if it is not accompanied with speed. If you're lazy, your kick is like, ooh, your opening seat, you kick all the way from your motherfucking posture to all the way, like I'm seeing your kick, okay, you're kicking me on the face, motherfucker. Oh, look at this motherfucker. Damn. Poor speed. You have to have that speed. You have to train hard, very hard, to make sure that you get the speed. And like I told you, it's not necessary to get the speed of Jet Li. I'll be going there and you guys will understand what kind of speed I'm talking about in the next days to come. But right now, you have to grasp in your mind that the number one element and the number one key to always consider is speed when you're fighting with your opponent. Now, number two is energy or power. You have to always remember also that whenever you're attacking your opponent, the attack has to have power. Now, apart from speed that we have already mentioned, this one also you have to really, really, really have. You have to have the power. You cannot throw a fist on somebody's body who is, I don't know, 100 kg, 200 kg. Or for instance, You're punching Great Khali, for instance. You're punching Great Khali on his stomach, and you're expecting him to throw up after you punch or after you hit Great Khali on his stomach, on those motherfucking six packs. You hit him very hard, and he keeps standing and looking at you like, "You done, boy? You done, huh? Now it's my turn to do the motherfucking hit. Now put your stomach right there, boy, and I'm gonna kick it, huh?" So why would that statement be so frightening to most of the people? Because they know that critically, in any way, in one way or another, there is no way in hell that you will find Great Khali's attack is very weak like yours. No way. Because that nigga is powerful. So each and every attack he produces, motherfucker, it kills. It probably and definitely kills. I'm telling you. Why? Because he has so much energy and power invested on it each and every attack he produces each and every time. We don't care if he's not all that skilled as a fighter, but hey, he got power, motherfucker. One element that is very important during the fight and during the production of those attacks, power is very, very, very significant. Now, number three. Number three is whenever you're fighting with your opponent, you have to make sure that you're maintaining the distance between you and your opponent. Now, what do I mean when I say distance? During the fight takes from two people, that is you and your opponent, or more than those. So I'm talking about those situations where you're alone and you're surrounded by gangsters, let's say 4 or 5, up to 10 sometimes. It can be 20. So whenever you're in a fight, I'm talking about all sorts of fights. So it can be a fight that you're alone with your opponent. So this is a two people fight I'm talking about right now. So whenever you're in that, or whenever you are in those fights that you are surrounded by many or by a mob of people who want to attack you, you have to always maintain the distance. You have to know the time that you're supposed to attack your opponent and the distance between you guys. You cannot always just decide to throw your kick or just decide to throw the punch anytime you feel like throwing the punch. That is bullshit. That is bullshit because you cannot do that, because you have to know the distance between you and your enemy. If you know well the distance, then you won't be locking all the opportunities whenever you are in a fight with your opponent. Because if the opponent is far away from you in a certain kind of distance, you are not allowed to attack. Now we'll come into that when I have a partner, and when I get well with my leg, I'll get with a partner and I'll show you guys how to maintain the distance, how maintaining the distance is, and how it works. Physically and practically, I'll show you guys and you will understand. But for now, you have to know that distance also. If you don't know that, you will always be losing the fight because you can't connect the activities or what you're doing for the moment to bring it to life. Because maintaining the distance is another science that we have to build on your brain. Now you understand that fighting is not a joke. It's a serious business. Now that is number three that you have to always grasp in your brain, that You can't fight if you don't know how to maintain the distance between you and your enemy or enemies. Now, number four is you have to always remember that whenever you're fighting with your opponent, you have to always maintain the eye contact. All target or aim, you have to know all of this. All of these aspects they fall under one category, which is aiming or eye contact. Whenever you are in a fight, you find people fighting and you are looking at your opponent's legs or arms or chest or stomach. Motherfucker, that's bullshit. Don't do that. We are advised and we are taught, even in dojos and gyms, all teachers, all martial arts teachers, they teach us to always maintaining eye contact by looking at the opponent's eyes and nowhere else. You have to always remember, whenever you're in a fight, you have to always look at your opponent's eyes, because that's where all the decisions, that's where all the attacks, that's where all the tricks and the plans of your enemy are from. When you look at your enemy's eyes, you can know that this is the time that this enemy want to come to me. You know, he'll give you a sign without even knowing that he is giving you a sign. You understand that? Whenever you're fighting with your enemy, when you're fighting with your enemy, when you look at him or her directly to the eyes without even lifting or changing the direction of your stare or your glance, I'm telling you, my brother, you will be discovering many ongoing decisions and the future plans that your enemy has on attacking your ass, on whipping your ass. You will know all those plans by getting deeper into understanding the meaning behind eye context. Now, well, for today, I guess that was all, and I wanted to just tell you guys so that you understand what is going on behind the art of fighting or the art of martial arts. Well, there are so many things that you guys need to understand, and I'll be coming up to show you guys. It doesn't mean that I know all. No, I for the part that I know, I'll have to share with everybody else also to understand a thing or two, because we are all still learning, we are all still students, we are all still having these empty cups to be filled somewhere, and we're still working so hard to make sure that we're, sharpening the weapon to be as sharp as it is. Thank you so much. Leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.